you. Pia, I want to talk to you before I have to jump off.
Okay.
Get your
Hello,
Australia in the house.
It's Australia, yes. And I'm looking at the sun finally poking out. So when we all leave here, I'm going to go find a shady spot, because I don't cope with the sun full-on sun very well, but I am going to find a spot somewhere overlooking the sea today. I think we need that. So yes.
And you're going to play, right? You're going to play your little heart stuff.
Yeah, maybe I'll do some chapter writing at the beach. We'll see.
Wow. That's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for having me here, Payman. Thank you. And
pleasure's on mine.
Mary. Ah, yay. I love your big library behind you as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm here. This book came at a beautiful time, like everyone's saying. And I absolutely agree. It was commented that that sometimes you might see another book opportunity and the cover is like, you don't want to do it. Yeah, well, I've got to say I've had that experience, and the cover of this book absolutely called me in. And then of course Mary sealed the deal, because once you talk to Mary, what can you do but say yes? Yeah, so I'm 50 this year, and I am particularly focused on working with women over 40 to step into this stage of life, what I call what is known in the divine feminine stages of being, of womanhood, as the crone stage. That the stage of wisdom getting, the time in life where women can go deep, focus on themselves. Maybe they've had their children, the children are growing up. I'm finding a lot of us women over 40, we get to this stage and a lot of us are single, by choice or not, whatever. Those of us who have had kids, for most of us, our kids have grown. But of course, there is a new wave now where there are a lot of women in their 40s now with younger children. So that's a different ball game to the one I play in, because it's not my experience. But yeah, it's definitely looking at well, what now? What do you do now with your life? And I've had the experience of changing my life completely, everything about my life 3 times in my life now. And the biggest change has been, for me, mopping up after the mistake made in my early 40s, remarrying a younger guy. And not that necessarily is a mistake to marry a younger guy, but it really, for me, it was a mistake, largely because it was rooted in that I had a lot of internalized ageism and misogyny. I didn't realize how much I was impacted by that messaging, and made some really poor choices entering 40 that it took about 6 years to sort of mop up after, and I dusted myself off and looking over, well, what could I have done? What lesson could I learn to help others? And so I'm here on a search to help women as they enter 40 and beyond, to not hate aging, to not buy into that messaging that we're suddenly irrelevant, and that we've got to look young and be skinny and all that stuff in order to remain visible and legitimate. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And it's all about tapping into your innate wisdom and embracing the divine feminine crone, the wise woman, who is carefree and unapologetically authentic and ages disgracefully, and steps out into the world going, my life, I'm doing it the way I want to do it, and I'm not scared to do it that way. So that's
what I heard today. It's my life, and I choose every part of it. You'll love what I heard last year, Alive at 45. It was almost as if my life was just getting ready to begin.
Yes.
Thank you,
absolutely.
Peter. Thanks for holding a space for that. It's a big deal, and I know that some of you may know that. You may be in your 40s. Some of you may be beyond your 40s. Some of you may have never had kids. It's still an energy. It started for me when I hit 38, but women need that so much. Men probably do too in some realm, but women really need it, because they're,